Hi, good afternoon, Mr. Link.
Hi.
Casey with Allstate.
Nice
How you
to
doing?
meet you.
Good.
Yeah, I really appreciate you calling me last night so I could meet you out here today.
Absolutely. Yeah, I just wanted to meet you out here so we could go over everything face to face and make sure everything makes sense for you and kind of go over this whole process. We got a lot of information to go over, so just want to make sure you understand everything and figured this would be the easiest route for you to go.
Thank you.
Thank you for meeting me out here. So, first and foremost, how's your son doing from the accident?
Pretty good. I talked to him last night. He's a little dinged up, but he's feeling okay. So.
Well, hopefully the bumps and bruises go away for him and everything feels all right. But I'll go over the estimate, everything as far as the damages here, first and foremost for you. So obviously we have the front end impact damages. Structurally wise, it looks like it impacted all the way from the front bumper area back to the right fender, damaged the hood, and we actually have airbag deployment as well in the car. So
he's lucky.
He is lucky, and I'm glad again he's feeling all right. So we did utilize some aftermarket CAPA certified parts as well as some OEM recycled parts to keep the cost of the repairs down, and also to try to write the best case scenario as far as the estimate's concerned.
Okay.
So, we did that, and it did come to a point in our system where we would go ahead and run a valuation on the car because of the extent of the damages as well. So I do want to go over some specifics with you and make sure that we got everything covered as far as what's actually on the vehicle is concerned. So I did want to go over the options with you and just make sure we didn't miss anything when we ran our valuation. If that's all right.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
No problem. So looking at what we have in our vehicle information, it is an automatic with power steering, brakes, windows and locks and mirrors. We do have air conditioning and cruise control, a rear defogger and intermittent wipers, a console and storage with keyless entry, telescopic wheel. We do have some cloth bucket reclining seats, an AM/FM stereo with search CD player. Safety wise, we do have the airbag, the passenger's airbag,
Glad we got that.
anti-lock brakes, front side impact bags, and a head curtain bag as well. Exterior pieces, we have the dual mirrors, tinted glass with a clear coat metallic paint on the vehicle. Does that seem to cover all the bases as far as all the options on the vehicle?
Yeah, that's everything I can remember doing.
Okay, good. Now we did go ahead and run a report for the car. So what we do in our valuation process is we get the year, make, and model of the vehicle. We look at all those options that we gather. We get the mileage that's on the vehicle as well. And then we do our conditioning assessment of the car. Now winding up the estimate, I did come across some other things going on with the exterior of the car. Primarily I wanted to bring up is this other impact that we have on the vehicle. With the oxidation and the damages and the different area of the car, it doesn't appear that this is actually a part of the loss. Do you know if this was already there before the accident was occurred?
You know, I don't know. My son drives it, and I don't see the car very often, so
Okay.
I'm not sure if that is there or not.
Well, I'll tell you what, if we could just get him on the phone or get him on FaceTime on the phone, we can ask him and show him exactly what we're talking about, and that way he can let us know and make sure that we're not including something as far as either part of the damages or not part of the damages, and that way we can write a fair and honest estimate for you guys.
That's good. I think he knows how to FaceTime, so I'll get him on here and I'll ask him if this damage is from there.
All right, perfect.
Hey Andy, how you doing? Hey, I'm here with the adjuster from Allstate, and we're looking at the car. Just wondering, there's some damage on the rear here. Is that from the accident, or do you know if that's prior? Let me show you on the video here, where and then you can take a look at it and let me know. Oh, so you did that at a different time. That wasn't from the accident. Okay. Well, I appreciate that. That's what we needed to know. Thanks for getting back with me. Bye.
Okay. So as I expected, these damages are not related to the front end damages of the car. What we did is we completed a prior damage assessment for the vehicle as well. So we included this as part of our valuation. We do take into account the labor and anything that would be necessary to put this back to the way it was prior to the accident.
So would this be a dollar for dollar deduction off of what the vehicle?
No, it is not. So we entered it into our system. It gets run through an algorithm as well, and it adjusts according to the age of the vehicle and a few other key components as well, and then gives us back a prior damage cost assessment
Well,
of
that's
what
good
to
to
deduct
know.
it out. Yeah. So, like I said, we did address this, and there was a conditioning assessment. As far as the other things on the exterior of the car, we do look at pieces such as the sheet metal, trim pieces, anything that's plastic or non-metal pieces on the car. We do look at the paint and the glass as well as far as the exterior pieces of the car. On the interior, we look at the seats and the carpets, dashboard and headliner, and we even look at the engine and transmission and measure the tread depth on the tires of the
Oh,
vehicle
really?
as
You
well.
measure the tire?
Correct. So we get an honest and full assessment of your vehicle as it is the day before the accident occurs. What's the status of the vehicle, and we get all that and send it to our third-party vendor that we use. Their name is CCC Value Scope. They find comparable vehicles that are most similar to yours that are currently on the market or recently sold, and they give us an actual cash value amount based off of all that information. So what that actual cash value amount comes to is the day before the accident, your car sitting in the driveway, what's the cash value as it sits according to a private party?
Okay. So it's
Okay.
not what it would be if it was at a lot.
Correct. So
Okay.
it's not a replacement car value either. This is just the actual cash value amount that's for your vehicle.
Okay.
So we did run that valuation, and based off of the repair estimate that we have for the damages versus our valuation that was returned by our third party, it does look unfortunately like the vehicle is a total loss. With the extent of the damages, it would be more make more sense for us to just go ahead and replace the vehicle for you. So I do have some figures to go over with you.
Okay.
So do you understand everything that I went over with you as far as the actual value of the car and then the sales tax and title fee that's going to be reimbursed to you as well?
Yes. Thank you for breaking that down. I didn't realize it was only going to be in 3 separate checks
Sure.
instead of one.
Absolutely. And does that sound like a fair assessment of your vehicle as well?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. All right. Well, from this point on, what we will do is I will send you all this information as well, so you will have a physical form of it. I will send that to your email so you can have a copy of the report. And if you want to look at that over at any time, you'll have that as well, so you can review it.
That's
So-
nice. I'm sure my wife may have questions.
Absolutely. So I do see that you've been with us as a customer for 11 years. We greatly appreciate you being with us with Allstate. And on behalf of everybody on the claims team, myself and your claim owner, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let us know. If you have any policy questions or anything for your agent, they would be more than happy to answer anything for you as well.
Well, thank you so much for meeting me out here today, Casey. I'm
Thank you.
glad you were able to go over all the options with me, and I appreciate actually being able to see it make more sense. So thank you very much.
No problem. And thank you, and we'll talk to you soon.
Okay, thank you, sir.